I don't think men like Eugene or volunteers like Eugene get enough credit for what they've done, especially in the 70s and 80s. These men, these volunteers, have actually saved lives. Young men when the Troubles was going strong in Northern Ireland. You know, these men kept the boxing clubs going throughout all that era, kept young boys on the right path, or all or not, there's been a lot of young lives lost only for it, and I don't think they get enough credit for that.
I was impressed with that as a child, 9 or 10 years of age. So I went to the club, the Kelly Club, and that's what they called it, the club. So I got interested in the boxing. I went to his club and I got interested in the boxing. And just when I went into the club, it was like a drug. And I just stayed at the boxing for as long as I could. And I was advised by a consultant then to stop the boxing for at least a year. And after the year, I went to another consultant and he says, you should never have stopped the boxing, you should have stayed at the boxing because the exercise and the light would have been good for your eyes. So then I went back to the boxing for another year and a half, and then at 19, I got a job in England. It was a good job and I went to England. Lost a bit of interest, then came back again to my old trainer whose name was Patsy Heffern, who was my mentor and looked after me a lot. And put me in as a coach at the beginning, and then he says, I want you to move from coaching now into judging. This is all done inside 12 months. And he says, I want you to move you now into refereeing. So this is all done inside another 6 months. So at no time at all I was refereeing after, I come back in again. And that was, I was refereeing then, like in judging. He says, I'm going to send you down then to do the Ulster Championships in Belfast. When I'd done the Ulster Championships in Belfast, then he says, would you like to go to Dublin to do the National Schoolboys? And that was 1978. I says, okay, but I was nervous. So I came down here in about 350 contests. The man that was in charge then, he said to me, the next time you come down here, you'll be refereeing. So the next time I came down, then I started refereeing here at the end of 1978 and never stopped since.
So from 1978 up to today, he's coming down from Derry every weekend for every national championship. He never misses a national championship. I would be national register prior to Philip, and I would have brought him in. And Eugene would have had the experience of travelling the whole world. I think he'd done 3 Olympic qualifiers, which is no mean achievement from any referee and judge. He's been in America. I was lucky I was in America with him, and I was in Italy with him. I was only a young referee coming through, and the experience that I learned from that I was able to carry on through my years of within the association, reference national register. Then to have Eugene's experience there beside you, it's untold. Like you can't get that anywhere. And
like one of the greatest assets Eugene has, he's very direct, a man, and he's a boxing man. He's not looking for accolades or anything like that. That's the way Eugene is. He just okay. And he will check with me, or check with Stephen, how many will we do, or what way is this, or what way is that. Like, with his experience, the man still has the temerity to say, what is this about, if you don't understand it. So there's no big bravado about him that way. That's what we love about him.
And in fairness, if Eugene sees that you're doing something wrong, he'll be the first one to put his hand up and say, hold on there, you can't do that, we'll do it this way. And if that doesn't work, he'll put his hand up and say, I was wrong telling you, and you should have done it your way, in fairness. But we listen to the years of experience that he has. We don't just that is going up to the direction what we're going. We listen and we can take it on board, we'll try it, and if it works, it works, and if it doesn't, then that's okay too.
In general, I would describe Eugene as one of the most highly respected gentlemen in amateur boxing in Ireland, who's been about for a long, long time, over 60 years. It's a good innings for any man. And he's come a long way. Great servant, great volunteer to the boxing.
I think it's like the rest of us. He's a real boxing person, a boxing family. You have lots of coaches and boxers that just come into boxing. With Eugene's family, like my own, we're boxing families that have been there for 50, 60 years maybe. And Eugene would have been a founder member of his own club, St. Joseph's. I mean, he's still president of Derry County Board. He's Register of Ulster, and there's no night when there's championships on that you will not see Eugene coming in that door at 4 o'clock every day. He's so committed to boxing. His passion for boxing is unreal.
But I was very lucky, and this is why I try to give a wee bit back, because I have travelled to places in the world that I would never ever have been in. I'm only after 10 years there, I was in all around the world, you know. I've done everything except the Olympic Games, you know. I've done Olympic qualifiers, European Championships, all different things. So, and that's why that I still like to come here to put a wee bit back on again if they need me, you know. So.
Well, Eugene will always be remembered in boxing. When you mention boxing men, especially in Ulster, Eugene would be at the top of the pile. Great service, over 60 years service. It's a great innings and a great servant to amateur boxing, and everybody looks up to him. And I would say there's probably not a young boxer, a coach or an official in Ireland that doesn't know Eugene Duffy. Mention his name and everybody will know.
I think I'd like Eugene to be remembered as a friend to everybody, as a help to everybody. Anyone that's ever gone to Eugene and they weren't sure about something, they actually came away with the right answer. He's there for everybody. Even we say in a competition, if you lose, you'll go to Eugene, the coaches, and he'll explain where they lost the contest. And people always go away satisfied. So I say the legacy Eugene would leave to boxing would be honesty.
But the thing that they can't change is your honesty, your integrity, and nobody should compromise their integrity when they're dealing with kids or people that's trying to, go on. Because you're talking about people going on to the Olympic Games and getting, a big, and possibly then a thought of turning professional, getting a big, like a signing on fee. Well, if you're not fair to them people, they're not going to go to the Olympic Games. They're not going to get that, and so that is people have got to be honest and fair and impartial. And if you do that, you have nothing to worry about. No matter where in the world you go, you have nothing to worry about. That's my view.